Hey guys, it's Johnny Allen here, and I just got off. It's Thursday, and I just got off of work, and I went straight from there to a local park that I love so much. Um, anyway, the reason why I'm sharing this is because it's just so hectic, as you can probably tell from my gray hair. Uh, the work grind these days are just unimaginable, and just so much stress they're putting on everybody is just kind of crazy. So I'm out here in the woods, just taking a little walk, unwinding and just taking it easy for just a little bit before I even go home. But I hope you guys are doing well and everything. It's just the world these days is just so chaotic. It's just, and I'm 57 years old now, and it's just how weird and how things are changing, how weird it is. I've seen so much changes in my lifetime, and drastic changes within the last, couple years. At least the last 5 or 10 years, for sure. Drastic changes. People are so much on edge now. You get blamed for things that you didn't even do. People are quick to throw people under the bus. People are so quick to identify and accuse, and I could go on and on and on and on. It's just really nutty. But anyway, it looks like I need a little haircut right there. I don't have much hair anyway, but I think maybe this weekend I'll go buzz it off. But anyway, I just thought I'd share a little bit, and sitting in the shade. It's about 84, 85 degrees here in the Midwest, Indiana. That's where I'm at. And but in the shade, it's not too bad. Just enjoying the walk, and I'll get in the studio here in a couple hours, and we'll talk a little bit more about life situations. The everyday life situations, and it just seems like it's getting nuttier by the minute. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the walk, guys, and we'll catch you soon.
You have now entered a new dimension through the expansion of the internet world. I am Johnny Allen, and this is the Johnny Allen Podcast Show. Hey, and the show does start now. This is the 30-minute podcast, the Johnny Allen 30-minute podcast, where I just talk about everyday life situations. If you saw my little bumper clip of me walking, that's what we're going to cover today with the podcast. It's the everyday stressors of the jobs. Wow. And, the older I get, you think the older you get, the more things supposed to slow down, and the jobs aren't so stressful. You just kind of, lay back, and, the days go easy, and you don't have to worry and be concerned and get all ramped up at your job. It seems like that should just go the other way, should be slower, shouldn't be as stressed. But that's not the case happening these days. Not only with me, but a lot of people I talk to, family members, friends, strangers. It's a stressful time in the workforce. I usually talk about the world, how stressful it is in the world going on. It's heated up right now in the world. It's crazy what's going on in the world, right? You just flip on the news a little bit, you see all this wackiness. But today we're just, like I said, we're going to chat a little bit about workforce and how it's changed so much. And I'll give you my perspectives. But anyway, first time checking out the show, welcome. Thanks again. On the YouTube side, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good jazz. I usually drink coffee on the show, and I usually drink CWE coffee, but it's like 85 degrees today, as you saw in my little walk clip, it's hot. So I'm not drinking the CWE hot coffee today. I thought about iced coffee and stuff, but the week has been so damn stressful at work and just with everything. And it's not only me, it's a lot of people around me. I know my brother's going through his thing, and man, I heard about it Sunday, and I reach out to these people and everything. Just a lot of weird, stressful stuff going on. Anyway, the week has been so bad. Today I'm doing this. After work, yes. I don't encourage you drinking, and if you're under 21, you should not do it, and I do not recommend it. But then I don't endorse any products except for CEWE coffee, but I do not endorse this one. But anyway, got a little 420 extra pale ale with Sweetwater. It is mighty fine. Mighty good. Mighty delicious. And I would say when you have a stressful day, week, or whatever, like I have, sometimes it's the only way to go. I keep it real here on the Johnny Allen 30-Minute Podcast. I keep it real. I do keep it real. I was going to borrow a phrase from my friend Charles today. He said something that I was going to steal it and use it on the show, and I'll be damned if I didn't forget what it was. So if Charles, you're watching, comment below and let me know what that was you said today. Anyway, I hope everything's going good for you guys despite everything that's been going on, right? Everything, like I said, unless you've been living under a rock or you're like Sean James and live up in the woods or something like that, the world is nuts. Crazy. Man, the work. The job. Okay, we're going to go with the job. I've never seen anything like it. And it's not just where I am, so I'm not bashing on the people I work with or bashing on any organizations. It's just in general, the whole thing. People these days want to throw you under the bus. They want to misidentify you. They want to accuse you of things that you don't do. They want to overwork you, put more stuff on you, overwork you, put more stuff on you, expect you to be perfect in the job performance. Perfect. Can't make a mistake. Nothing. And now, like I said, it's not just where I am. It's everywhere, it seems like. Comment below if you got the perfect job. If you don't have all those things, that's great. Comment. Let us know what you do if you want. I mean, that'd be great. I tell you what, I'm in healthcare, and so many of my friends and family are in healthcare. And God love healthcare people, but our jobs are stressful anymore. I'm not even going to mention like first responders, police officers, and the military, firefighters, EMTs. You guys get it. We're not even in that league, and that's a whole different thing. And you guys are way up there with the stress level. I couldn't even imagine. But the whole thing today I'm talking about is like the stress levels are just trying to make ends meet, to try to make a little change, like this right here, I'm trying to, a little change, make a little change. Yeah, we're making change today. Hey, me and Barney make a change. Yeah. Say hi to Barney. It's Barking Barney. And he's got that look, and that's the way I look almost every day. I wake up and say, thank you, Lord, for waking me up. But then as the day goes on, I get that, what the hell is going on look. That you got to work to make change. Right? Because we don't always get so lucky. We play this stuff a lot. Okay? We don't always get so lucky to hit that. We're always looking for something to go, well, only if I can hit the lottery. Only if this. Only if that. Only if this. Only if that. I tell you what, I've been working since I was 15 years old. I've never had a lot of money. I've always kind of struggled. Worked hard. Still working hard. Probably working harder now than I did 20 years ago, believe it or not. And like I said, as you get older, you don't supposed to work harder. But for some reason, it seems like that's the case. And not just with me, but like I said, many others. And I notice that some of these young people today, they skip from job to job to job to job. They're sick of that one. They go to the next one. They're sick of that one. They go to the next one. They just keep, they change. Toast to them, Anyway, to try to find the perfect career. Now, I am a musician. I've had a little success with it in the past. Hoping to have a little bit of success with it in the future. Don't know. Had a lot of fun with it. No regrets with being a musician. Very few. But it never really made me the big bucks. That is a hard profession to break into. And if you're a musician, you know, and you can comment below on that as well. But the bottom line is we have to, most of us, 90%, 95% of us, unless you're just born with gold in your hand, we have to work for a living. We have to, you know, we're hard workers and we have to work really hard to make a buck, to make ends meet, to provide a roof over your head, to just survive, right? It gets harder and harder every day. I mean, I just, and I guess the reason why I'm talking about this today is like, why have we brought so much stress on us in the workforce? Why, as a society, have we ramped up the stress level? No wonder there's so many people having heart attacks and dying of cancer and this and that and the other. I just heard today that a guy that's only a year older than me, the guitarist of the hard rock pop metal band from the 80s, Cinderella, if you guys heard of Cinderella. I used to follow them, like some of their songs. Tom Kiefer fronts that band. Their lead guitarist, Jeff, passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. We don't know what, you know, we don't know what it was, at least not as of now. I have no idea what caused it, but I'm seeing a lot of people just dropping dead, and I think some of it is from the virus, the whole thing. I think a lot of it's lifestyles, people overworked, stressed out. I know I'm on 2 blood pressure medications, been on them for a while. Gosh, do we need to live that way? I try not to stress out. I really do. I try just to, if things happen, I just try to, negative things, I try to just, blow it under the rug, sweep it under the rug or whatever. But, sometimes, life gets to you and it's just tough. Right, Barney? Yeah, Barney says yes. He just gets that look like, well, what the hell? I guess what I'm getting at with this, guys, is like, why have we conditioned this society to be so stressed out? Everything from like the world leaders, the politicians up there at the top, all the way down to the working stiff like myself that, you go in, like with me, I get up at 5 every morning. From the time I get there to the time I leave is just constant go, 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 until I get my little 30-minute lunch break, and that's it. Where my brother is at, they load more responsibilities on him. He's doing like a 3-person job, and he's only 1. And they say they load more, things on him, and they say, well, it's only temporary, and then we know how that goes. So why is it that these places do this? Example, my daughter. Worked from home, got a nice job, promised her, worked at home for about a year. Said, that's what your job is. Said, yeah, you can have weekends off too. You just take these classes and courses. We'll give you weekends off, this company told her. And she said, cool, I'll do it. She drove, she did it, she passed it, she did great. She did everything they told her to do. Everything they told her to do. And then what they said is, oh, by the way, sorry about you. You can't have weekends off again. We still can't do that. And by the way, you can't work at home anymore either. You're going to have to drive from one side of town to the other side of town every day, which is about a 40-minute drive one way from my daughter. So you know what my daughter did? She gave me the old 2 weeks, said, see ya. But that's an example of how these companies treat their workers, their people. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Comment below. If there's a company you're working for that treats you excellent, I want to know about it. I want to know about it. I want, if you do good work and you get kudos all the time, a company does that, I want to know about it. Comment below. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of venting today, but I'm also, I'm bringing up a good subject because I hear people complaining about it. I heard a FedEx guy told me the other day, said, yeah, back, a few years ago, I made $14 an hour. Not bad. He said, I made $40,000 one year because I was working so much overtime and they needed me and I was working. $14 an hour, and he worked like mega hours just to make 40 grand a year. Okay. 40 grand a year is, it is what it is, average or a little bit below or average, I don't, I'm barely scraping to make that. Maybe. I don't even know if I make that. Maybe on a good day with 40 hours a week. But the thing is I'm getting at is you got these, I don't know. It's if you're working, like a lot of people lost their job during the pandemic. I feel bad for them on that. A lot of people got to draw unemployment and sit on their rear ends, either because they needed to or otherwise. I won't get into that. But with a lot of us that kept working through the whole thing, like me and so many other the healthcare people, we didn't get a lot of, I don't know, where's the gratitude? And not just in healthcare, everywhere. And it's funny how they forget about it. It's like at the beginning of it, it was like a big deal. We thank you guys. You guys are heroes and all that. I never believed I was a hero anyway. Just doing my job. But I appreciate them saying that. It was nice. And, we got free food for a while from McDonald's and all these places. That lasted about, a couple months. All of a sudden, it's gone. Of course, the pandemic's kind of dying down, yeah. But where's the big thank you? I'm waiting for the big ha moment, like, hey, wow, you guys made it through a year and a half of a pandemic, worldwide pandemic. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, here you go. Here's a bonus. Here's a free dinner at a nice place, not just a little, you get what I'm saying. Some kind of gratitude. And I'm telling you what, not just me, there's a lot of places. And not just where I work, there's a lot of places. It's just like these organizations are really good about feeding you a line. And this happened to me at another place years ago, not the current place I'm working. And they feed, they bake you the cake. And then you get a bite of it, and then all of a sudden, they pull the cake away and say, never mind, I'm just teasing you. We're not really going to give you that cake, It was just to get your ass in here. And then once we get your ass in here, then okay, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Comment below. Oh, I know some days I have a bad day or an indifferent day. I try not to have bad days anymore because I frankly don't let anything get me down too much. I mean, really. And hey, get out to Sweetwater on a really hot day and have one. And believe it or not, I had dinner, and this is the first one. And I may have two, and that's it. I drink responsibly. I really do. Anyway, what you guys been up to? Let me know. Like I said, sometimes I think I need to go for the walks a little bit more after work and just kind of readjust. It's been stressful not only at work, but just, with everything. And I want to update you on my band. Okay, I'm in the band. Basically, I would call it a music project. I mean, we are a band, but it's more of a music project right now. We made a record, Crossroads Saints. I will link August the 2nd. The new website's supposed to come to life, and we're going to be dropping the first song legally, which is called Cradle to the Grave. It'll be a lyric video. And like I said, I'll put the links and stuff and let you guys check it out. Now, I have been putting some of the songs out, let people listen to it. I've already had people wanting to buy the CDs and all this. Had all really good feedback, so it's great. Thank you so much for the people that have given me the excellent feedback. Now, the update on the personal note with the band. Our keyboardist, primary songwriter, leader of the Crossroads Saints, like a brother to me, dear friend of mine, talented musician, known him for a long time, got into a tragic accident over Father's Day weekend where a balcony collapsed, right? If you haven't heard my previous episodes, well, Daryl and his girlfriend and some of the family members, the balcony just suddenly collapsed, and he's recovering from it. And it's a slow recovery. He got hurt really bad. So without getting too personal, he's doing better. He's healing, but it's going to be a while. And I don't think we're going to play live. This year's not going to happen. I'm hoping next year we can. So with that being said, I think what we're going to be doing is, like I said, we're going to release the record. I'll have it on CD Baby, on the website and stuff. So you guys check out that record and listen to this really good organic music. That's all I got to say. That's, I'll let you guys be the judge of it. But everybody that's heard it really likes it. So with the Crossroads Saints, that's where we're at, and that's what we'll be doing. And we just pray for Brother Daryl and that he gets healed up quickly. I mean, he is really God love him, man. I mean, here's a guy that's rode motorcycles all of his life, has worked the seas, he's worked really dangerous jobs, all this kind of thing, and has never got really hurt that bad. Goes to a birthday party, right? And a balcony collapses and tears him up pretty bad. And that's weird. You just never know about life. Same thing with me. I rode motorcycles and stuff for a long time. I woke up one morning and my eye was crooked, and I was sleeping in my bed. The thing is, everybody always got on me about riding a motorcycle. Oh, be safe, be safe, be safe, be safe. Understandably so, because people get hurt and even worse, killed on motorcycles. A good friend of mine just lost his son not too long ago to a motorcycle accident. It's very tragic. So it's a legit thing of saying be careful. But, like I said, he rode forever, and I rode, and I woke up with a minor stroke in the middle of my sleep. And that was before I was taking high blood pressure medicine. Didn't realize my blood pressure was that high. And the same thing with Daryl. So, at a birthday party, and the balcony collapses. So you just don't know when things are going to happen and how they're going to happen. You can predict all along, this could happen or whatever. You just never know, right? You never know. But we wish Daryl a speedy recovery. And if we get out and make some videos or whatever, I'll definitely let you guys know. As far as Mike and I, I got some studio work to do on Saturday evening at the home studio here at home, and just demoing and writing some stuff, I'd like to get our little Hopeful Band cover band back together too. And I also like to put a kudos out to Rob too. My buddy Rob is in the Hopeful Band. He's battling stuff, health issues. So, It's been a rough year. I mean, honestly, it's been a rough year. To kind of recap before I end this podcast, I don't mean to be somber, but man, okay, number one, work is rough and still is rough. It's affected my family and good friends. We had a COVID, pandemic that affected the world, right? We have world leaders trying to, we have China trying to take over Taiwan, and they're acting up. Those four major things going on there, and I've lost, best friend of mine, a year and 4 months ago, to suicide. I just count them down. All this within a year and a half. Number six, we've lost a lot of rock star people. Eddie Van Halen and Tom Petty and Prince, and just all this stuff. And area people say, well, John, that's life. Yeah, it is life. It is life, right? None of us going to be here, but this particular year and a half has been kind of a struggle, right, Barney? He says yes. Another swig of the 420. If you guys like beer, I highly recommend this one. Like I said, I don't endorse anything, but I just share what I like. Go get that CWE coffee. I'm getting ready to try the old salt coffee out this weekend. On a positive note, is I'm still married, which is great. I got a great wife, got a great dog. My mom is still hanging in there, thank goodness. It's kind of getting into, my personal life a little bit. My dad's still hanging in there. Mom struggles, but I still got her, Lord, willing. I still got some great friends that are playing music, and I want to play some music with them. Daryl's alive, because he could be gone. He could have easily got killed, guys. It was that bad. So on a bright note, and I'm waking up every morning still, right? So when life gets you down, you got to kind of look. I got to kind of look at the good stuff, the good things, and go for a walk like I did in the woods. And then you come home and you take a shower and you eat dinner and you drink a couple beers and you don't go anywhere. You don't drive. You just stay home, and then I'll get up early in the morning and do it all over again tomorrow. Before I wrap it up, thanks again, guys, for sharing. I just kind of get on here and rap, not like rap music, but you know what I mean. And I do appreciate the support I've had and the support I'm getting. The guest will be coming on. I'm just saving my pennies for equipment and lining up some people everybody's busy right now because of summer. So when fall comes and winter, things will relax a little bit. I'm going to throw some acoustic videos up this winter. I plan on doing that. I got some acoustic songs I want to put up there. That'll be a lot of fun. But just, I am enjoying life. Despite everything I just talked about for the last 25 minutes, I really do enjoy life. We only have one. You got to make the best of it, right? And I just wanted to demonstrate or bring attention to today's podcast to the stresses of the workforce and not to let it slowly eat you up, because it will. We have to be real careful not to let the everyday stuff get to you. I have to watch it all the time. Because if you let it fester and fester, then it's not good, right? Well, you guys enjoy the weekend. Stay safe wherever you are. And gosh, if you're one of these people that want to go out and start violence, would you please think about it? Did I just do a beer belch? I might have. Keep it real here. If you're violent, if you're thinking about doing something violent and you want to punk on somebody, please don't do that. I watch some of these newscasts every once in a while of these young people beating up on these old people. Really, what is that? What is that? What is it? What are you proving by that? One of these days you're going to be old. And you want some young person coming up and beating the shit out of you? Don't think so. Don't think so. Be nice. And for God's sakes, keep an open mind about something. Everything. Don't just think it's your way or the highway. There's good people that are conservative. There's good people that are liberal. There's good people that are in between. The problem with the world right now is you got one side, and they all just, and that's a big problem. And like at work, the same thing. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. The same thing. Take it easy on the workers. Especially if they're busting their butt. Take it easy on them. Show them some appreciation at all these places. If you promise them they're going to be off weekends, keep your promise. If you promise today, you're going to work from home, keep your promise. Don't throw so many job duties on one person. Are you trying to kill them? I mean, these corporate leaders up there, these people that are running the machine. Think about it. Oh, boy. That's just it. All right, the Lord willing, guys, I'll see you next week. The week after, which would be, let's see, the week of the 29th, I will not have a podcast that week because I got family coming into town. And when I got family coming into town, my little crib is so small that I have to camp out in my studio. So I don't do the podcast because I'm sleeping in there. It becomes a bedroom. Anyway, I'll be taking that week off because of family coming. So I'll see you guys next week. The Lord willing, gosh, be safe, be good. Just do what you got to do to make it through this crazy mess. So I got to say, and have a Sweetwater beer. Good night.